You die now. You die now. Ah! Got him. Ooh, wiping his ass, man. Ooh, what's this? A key. What's these? And a boss chest. The infinite sniff. What's this? Is this his eye? Found his eye. Does the eye need to go somewhere? Sniff of all sniffs.
Wait. What's up with that rock?
What do we do now? What do we do now? I don't think this is what we're supposed. I don't think this is how we're supposed to do it. Oh.
Yeah, you strike me as a loser. I mean, loner. You're a loner.
Excuse me? Don't you look away from me? I'm not talking to you. Be like that.
Button. Guess we have to press it, right?
No, I'm gonna press it. I don't need you.
That was disappointing.
Call me a loser and
Try it
shit.
again.
Why you try it? See? Puppet I can't do shit. Loody doo, I'm a puppet. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Only you could press a button wrong, host. Really hammer it.
I don't want to.
Well, whatever. I guess it doesn't work.
Like stuff that doesn't need to do shit.
Damn it. That's Owen. That's the guy who made us.
I'm gonna put myself up there, so I'm not like spending another hour doing this. Oh, imagine if I fell there. Cheesig would really have unsubscribe, unfollow, block, report streamer, mental bullying. Oh man. Don't mess it up. Whoop. Oh no, what am I to do? Woo. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't stop it. You do know he's going to find me. Oh, if he could, I'll share some of my Japanese candy with him. We're gonna drop it.
Oh, that is a far fall.
Yeah, that is a far fall. Just drop it.
Fuck it. YOLO, right?
This is how far it went. I am fucked. I guess we're going down this stream. Ah! I hurt myself. The pterodactyl. I think that pterodactyl saw the whole thing. I lost my fishy.
Just a doubt.
Your wedding date.
I'm sorry.
Sake, why can't I throw grenades?
That's not how you throw it. How do I throw grenades?
That's all I hear.
Today's a good day to die. Guess it's not.
It's been emotional.
Good morning, Vietnam! Oh, that would be a good one.
I'm a real boy.
He's everywhere.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Yes, you are. No, the best movie quote. Bye.
Guess not. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Here's Johnny!
I had a movie quote in my head. Oh, okay, I'll just quote this. I'm a black Scottish cyclops. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm going to get the pistol and the pistol whip all your asses. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Land is mine.
Oh my god! How did you get a fucking pistol? Where did you got that pistol?
I ran out of fucking pistol.
Oh shit.
My name is Tyrone.
Hi, you big
Why is the Ashers? The heck are you? What?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello there.
Hello.
Greetings.
I thought I stabbed you.
Left, right window. Stop.
I lost. I don't have an eggplant anymore.
Come on, you
I don't have an eggplant anymore. I'm scared.
He's coming up to you. Hold on. Stupid fucking thing. One looks like. Yeah, you yell at that piece of whatever it is.
You dropped your eggplant.
He's always dropping his eggplant. Leave the man alone with his eggplant.
You want your eggplant back?
Sometimes a man and his eggplant.
See him. See him. We'll kill. He's a big dude too. He's a stage max, I think. Attack!
I'm dead!
Are you dead? How did you die?
No! I don't know.
Did I hit you too?
Oh, you hit me. You son of a bitch.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh, here you are. I want to show.
It works, it works.
I want to try something with you. So, look into the end of this where the rocket goes in.
He knows, I already killed him like that.
Like this.
Still is this one.
Yeah.
Look at the icon. Look at the icon.
I know. You killed people.
He's shadow running for his life now. Look at him. He has no idea. I had no idea. Oh, it was Coco was there.
And it's shadow.
Coco.
Downloading. Dead at the wheel.
I mean, one moment. Ah. And welcome everybody. We're doing something new-ish today. I'm actually doing some drawing today. I haven't done a draw stream in ages. Howdy, how are people doing? Let's put on some music so we have something playing in the background. I think the people that do my usual Music have started a new playlist, which I'm gonna play today. It's gonna be like a chill step kind of thing, so I don't have to listen to my own thoughts for the whole stream. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing a good today. It's bank holiday now in the UK, so today I'm off work. So I'm trying to do some. Got you muted, but it's good morning, good sir. Hi, Zerg. Yeah, it's bank holiday, so I'm off work today. So I'm trying to kind of do some work today. Which is not really too much work. It's more like something in the terms of what I do for work. I'm not really an artist in terms of drawing and so on. So I'm not really the best drawer out there. But sometimes I do have to. So it's not all about making it look very pretty, more about getting just the information through. That will be up here. That's not correct, is it? No, it's a little bit further up. So yeah, today I'm just doing a little bit of doodling. I'm trying to get a little bit more concept out of this game I'm working on, which I don't really have a title yet. You're more of a dance artist? Maybe. How was Subnautica, by the way? I only tuned in for a little bit today while I was eating my breakfast. Let's see. I've been told to really play that game at some point, but I've never actually gotten into playing Subnautica. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of like an exploration game, but I haven't really gotten too much into it, I guess. So yeah, I'm working on this pixel game currently, which is more of like a roguelike kind of game, and I kind of need to get some like illustrations for it. I do have some drawings, but it's not really too much like promotional. So it's not going to be concept art. It's going to be more of a promotional piece in the end. So I'm just trying to do some rough sketches and see what I can do with it. So let's just bear with that and just see how we get to it today. It's more like just drawing anything, really. So let's see here. How would this arm be? I do have some references up here I'm using. I'll show like kind of the previous version I had of this game. It's still the same game, yes. I'm trying to go away from like this kind of chibi style I used for reference. I'll put it back into screen here for a second. I initially created this as like a thought process of how I wanted the characters to be. They were alright because it's a pixel game. It's not going to look exactly like the characters, but since this is going to be more of a promotional piece, having to have a little bit more detail, something less like cartoon looking, something a little bit more visually appealing would be nice. So I have a little bit of references up here on top of what I could do with it. I was thinking something in terms similar to this as a poster. So I have like a lot of tabs you can probably see here of references I'm using today. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll start with just with the main character, and the main character is going to be in the center here. So let's see, what do we want to do with his arm? Do we want to have the arm down, like a on the side? You want the arm to just be straight down, maybe. Just make him look like strong dude right here. I think I'll start with this and see how that goes. Yeah, why not? Let's keep it this. Let's see here. Getting big Ni no Kuni vibes. Perhaps I was kind of wanting this. If you played. Oh, what's the game called again? It's called something Builders. It's a very, very famous franchise. Like a dungeon thing, maybe. Like their main thing is the slime or something. Oh man, now that's stuck in my head. I really wanna find out what that name was again. Let's see. I have to Google that. It's gonna bother me. RPG builder. JRPG builder. It's a very famous franchise. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can find anything about it. Hi Goozy. Hi everybody. Let's see. I'm just trying to find out what the game name was again. It was something RPG. Hello. You search an JRPG will not find it. I'm certain of that. I'm doing some drawings today. I'm just trying to remember what this darn game was called. Dragon Quest Builders, that's the one. Dragon Quest. I'll find it and I'll kind of pop it down for a second so you can see the idea I was thinking of when I was initially making this. Here, is it gonna be too small? I was thinking like this was the initial idea I was having, right? This not really Ni no Kuni style, but this like small characters and so on. Dragon Geese Builders, quank quank, honk honk. Let's see there. Give you a little bit of a honk here, quack. But yeah, I'm just trying to make something promotional right now. Yeah, Dragon Quest on its own is a very famous like JRPG franchise. It has nothing to do with that chibi style they do in the Builders, but I think it could be kind of like, I really liked the style when I was first looking at it. But I'm not a duck, I'm a goose. Yonk. Oh man, I love that goose game when I was first playing it. See, I kind of wanted... That's definitely not what I wanted. I kind of wanted these baggy pants for him to wear. See how that goes with like some smaller, smaller feet out coming out. And he is gonna have like some ginormous feet. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, I hate when that happens. The one tool I really hate with the vacuum tablets is the darn rotation. Like, rotation can be good if you want to use it. It's a very problematic because you can't reset it back to 0 as easy. Let's see here. Make baggy pants without him making look like Kingdom Heartsy. That's always a problem. Like 2 ball sacks right now, but if I'm just doing rough sketches right now and see what I can get out of it. Yunk. Ball sacks. Of course, it's gonna have some major ball sackiness. Maybe it still looks a little bit short. Don't know. Let me pull up some inspiration I have here. I'm just needing to tab between certain things here. Yeah, that might actually look, if I remove the roundness of it and make the bottom more square, maybe that will be better. There you go. That's way better actually. Just looking at it. Oh, can't pull up ball sack inspiration on streams. I think that's bannable. Monkus TOS, I know, right? See, do we perhaps want him to be a little bit more chunkier? Like, I've been working on this project, this game project, for about half a year now, and I still don't really have that much promotional items for it yet. So that's kind of what I'm working on today, just making something that might be used as, right? I think he's going to be wearing this this plate armor right here. The characters in this game, by the way, they have it's one character, but you have three different classes you can play as. Which is going to be the warrior, which is going to be the character you will start with. This is just Photoshop. Oh, you mean like for drawing? I'm actually using a Cintiq tablet right here, which is a pen display tablet. It's very small. I would wish to have a bigger tablet, but it's why not, unfortunately. See here. Something seems off with the hand. Maybe I need to pull it up a little bit. I'm gonna actually leave this open for now. I'm gonna come back for it. Let's see, should I continue with just this character, or should I do something else about it? I'm just gonna miniature it again, just to have the idea up. So we're gonna have like the centerpiece of this character, right? And on the side of him, we're gonna have the two other classes you can play as. It's gonna be the mage and the rogue. So I'll work on that right now. Just have some sketches up for it. I think I have this perfect pose I'm looking for right here somewhere. Oh, there we go. See, so the game itself is a roguelite. And so far, the idea is that you are this new adventurer going into this dungeon, and this the dungeon has this effect of dropping something called a monster essence. While you, like, if you kill these monsters, they will drop monster essence. And during this first level, or the first 4 levels, you are more or less collecting any kind of monster essence you can get a hold of. And once you defeat the 5th level, which is a main boss, you will then have to present the essences to this essence well, in order to get to the next level. Depending on what kind of monster type you are feeding this mana pool, the essence pool, is going to be determined on what kind of run you're going to do that day. So if, for example, you kill a lot of goblins, you will have a lot of goblin essences that you fill this mana, this essence well, and with that being your main monster type, that will be determined of what kind of monsters you will fight during the next zones, which is gonna be if you feed them goblins, you will then have to fight goblins for the rest of the day. If you feed them like bats, you will end up fighting like vampires and stuff in the end. So it's kind of what you want to do. If you have the essences, you can go for whatever kind of run you want to do that day, depending on what kind of materials or loot you're looking for, right? So that's like the main premise of the game. It's very much in the early ages still. It's more or less not even, the dungeon hasn't even been created. It's more like the story that's being created currently. It's gonna be like this arm sticking over here. This is gonna be the rogue. So because of that, it's gonna be having this like ninja kind of pose, right? So he's gonna be wearing these daggers. If you see the initial concept stages of the characters, it's gonna be this dude over here with the small little daggers, right? Hey, second Q, how you doing today? So just clarifying right now, I'm not really a very good like drawer myself. People say, "Oh, you artist so good," but like I think like when you get to a certain point, it's less about what you think of your own art. It's more like you trying to live up to your own little like heroes, you can say, in terms of art, like your own art heroes. And I feel like for the styles I want to do, I'm not. I am at the point where I can do what I want with it. I can make it look alright, but I can't really say that I have my own style yet. I don't find myself to be like to the point of an art, like the point of where I want to be in my like artistic rights, right? See here, so a samurai pose will be something more in terms of having the foot coming up here, right? Having another leg coming down. This is kind of the style I'm thinking of. It's just this, right? This is kind of the idea I have right now for this pose. So this is where I'm going with this. So the question is, if the left hand is coming forward, that means the right leg is gonna contract that, like contra that movement. So that means this other leg will more or less be, I guess, coming down. Kind of keeping that short style, right? The shorts. Turn down the size a little bit. What's up now? Is it too small? I feel like just because I changed the size of my brush now, I need to like change the pressure a lot from pushing down, and I don't really want that. By the way, what kind of do you guys draw? Do you guys have like this art thing you do? Do you like sketch or anything? I think everyone kind of want to be good at something, right? And for me, I want to get good at almost everything. I had this like notion as a young artist that it's hard to find people to work with, especially in my industry where it's all reliant on you working with other people, right? Since I'm actually an animator by trade. I don't really draw. I do computer generated animation. And it's always been like the problem of when you're working with people, you can't really get your own idea through. So as a young artist, I always like dreamt of being able to do my own stuff, like one-man team. The older I got, the more experience I got, you kind of realize that you can't really think like that. But it's like the whole what's the word again? Master of none. Well, how does that go again? Something, master of none. Good in everything, master of none, right? Can't remember how that goes. Anyway, see, this other leg will be coming up here. The foot here, so we can see how that's gonna go. Something needs to be changed here. I think it's this leg right here. Rotated or something. This feels more like it. Need to come back to less of that roundness, more of this triangle or square shaped short kind of thing, right? That we were working on before with this character on the bottom here. Feet go. More like he's ready to kick, which more like he's falling right now, actually, than kicking or anything. More like he's jumping and he's preparing for a landing, and it's uses front foot as a momentum piece to drive himself forward. So, guess this foot will more or less be leaning down a little bit. I reckon. Okay, so we can give him a little bit of a motion. We still need to have our heel coming out here. So if the heels comes here, it's going to be his bigger foot coming out here. So it's going to be more like something like this, right? I don't like that roundness he has here. Back to this kind of thing. That's gonna be it for that. But then what happens to the other arm? Because this front leg is going this way. The other arms, like when you're walking, when you're doing an action, right, your counterpart's going to do an opposite, right? So if your left hand is, or your right hand's going that way, your it's usually like, say that when you're walking, right, when you have this character and you have your right foot going this way and your left foot going that, or going this way, your opposite hand is going to go this way, the other one is going to go back down. So this will be left, it's going to be left, and it's going to be right, and it's going to be right. That means that this arm, the opposite is going to be coming this way. How much, right? If you in this kind of a twist, I kind of want to exaggerate a little bit. It's the wrong tool. And here comes the arm. Since this is on this side, it's probably going to be straight here. And this is going to be coming up. Said this character here, right? Give it a second for my Photoshop to think a little bit. Unwanted. Give me back my. There you go. Where he come from? Probably be behind him a little bit like this. A place where probably gonna be this close, right? And on the other side, we're gonna have the mage coming in. Problem with me when drawings out, I forget to speak. I think either I speak too much or I speak too little. I'm trying my best to make it sound engaging, I suppose. See, I had an example up here for how I wanted the mage to look. Like when I'm looking at references, I usually tend to look for like positioning of the body, more of the shape and so on, right? Where was that? I'll be this far in. Okay. Perhaps a little bit like this. Having this triangle shape I'm thinking of right now, so we're gonna have this coming out like this. So we're gonna have the mage on this side. let's start with the mage then. So the 3 classes are gonna be. So it's gonna be 1 character, but it's gonna be very much up to your playstyle. You have a like a choice in what you want to do, right? Want to be more of a like a jumping mage, or like the mage got to be more of a ranged glass cannon kind of thing, or you could want to like dodge and roll over. You can play as a rogue, or if you want to play as a like a tank heavy, you can choose the warrior, which is going to be your start class. Trying to figure out where that reference I was looking at ended up. Just start with something and then see if we can come back to. Sure. The mage gonna be a big hat, right? A big mage hat. What did I think I had a slit in the hat somewhere on the. I did. Second air. So then this one is going to be facing this way, right? See, I don't think I like that too much. Let's remove all this clutter a little bit, see if I can add in instead. I ended up choosing like a stub up, and then the rest of it's gonna be going forward. Yeah, that's more like it. Actually, I think the hat is not really good location right now. Let's move it. I don't think I really want to have this like this ginormous mage hat. I have some references of a mage somewhere. In that case, where did I put it? That's more or less what I've been fighting towards now. I thought I had all my references up, but I apparently didn't. Is that it? That's it. Yeah, I knew it was a slit in there somewhere. That's more of a mage hat if I've seen one. Mage, I think. Move the whole thing to the side so I can actually work on that separate. Here and just focus on the mage. Mage is gonna have a staff, I was thinking. Trying to make something organic right now. Starting to do the other hand. Like in the mid of casting something, right? Now let's see, it would be... His chest would be in front of this, right? And for a mage pose, it will have like a proper stance. We have like a full row. No, I think I made him to have a big shortle, but that kind of comes down here and stops. Underneath there, he has a little bit of a let's try that again. Like, he doesn't have like a full robe. He kind of have like this half robe that wears down to his knees, I suppose. We'll still have like this kind of boot leather kind of thing. That seems more like it. Yeah, that seems more of the thought I had. A little bit more detail, but I think that is too short. Hi Diva. Hi Diva, how are you doing? Well, the proportion here does not work. I need to think this. Maybe I just need to like have him doing something else. You're good? That's good. Warm here, so I'm gonna sort out a little bit. Do I have anything in my character references? I did. I have a lot of I have a lot of like references everywhere that I tend to use. Which is kind of what everyone needs to do if they're gonna do anything with art, right? Like make it themselves like a huge reference library. That seems actually more stylish. Keep the staff. I kind of like the staff, but I'm gonna remove everything else. Remove his pose, remove his robe. Let's see what else I can use with it. Your plans for today, Diva? You doing anything fun? I guess the kind of arcs that I could work with in terms of this character, since he's also going to spring into the side. He needs to have his leg. Let's see, we can do his body first. Body coming this way. There's a one leg springing out. Not much, maybe watching some TV and play some Outward later. Oh, you started playing Outward? Wow. I haven't played that game in so long, dude. Shorten this a little bit. I think in terms of like, if I could make the character just so I know the pose, it will be easier for me to come back with a better like put the clothes on afterwards, right? Tomorrow I'm hoping to learn Clip Studio. Ooh. I see a lot of people using Clip Studio. It's very nice for like art and stuff, I think. I'm just following this trajectory here for the other part. He will come down here. This will be his foot. Fixed. A little bit and then out. And then in. Yeah, this seems more like it. So if I put his arm coming out here. I don't know Clip Art Studio, I kind of just know Photoshop. I've been using some other tools, but I never really use too many free tools myself. Like, the tool doesn't make you a better artist, you just need to, like, work with what you have, right? Looks a little bit like weird now, doesn't he? We need to fix that. He looks very small, very young. The reason why he looks young is this. That looks more proportionally right. They just having a good time, eh? Skip leg day? No, he skipped growing legs. That's what happened. To be honest, so did his mates. Okay, so if I take him down here right now with his mates, let's change his size a little bit. Flip him and see how he would look from this side. I think that will look better actually. But we still need to fix his, like, he needs to have his robe and clothing and stuff. I think to start with that we could add, like, he's not gonna have a robe, he's gonna have like a robe-ish. So it's gonna be coming down on this side of him, right? Here. And then it's gonna have a little puffier clothing here. The boots coming into show here. It's more of a cover art, yes. It's gonna be more of like a promotional thing. I haven't really come up with much yet. I'm just trying to come up with some more art that will help us in the future. It's, as I said, I'm not the biggest artist. I'm not really the best of like making like complete art or anything. But it's definitely more than what we have, right? He is gonna have more of like a frilly arm pass, I think. A little bit. If I remember correctly, I wanted him to have this cape. Well. It's gonna be like a short cape. It's not gonna be big. That kind of looks like something, right? Let's fix this leg up a little bit. I think we're getting somewhere, right? Now it's a little bit more detail adding. Yeah, it's gonna be more about more or less a cover art. Yeah, it's gonna be like a poster thing. I was thinking, like you have the three main hero classes in the center, and around it sprays like this background of like the enemies you're gonna fight or something, right? And on the bottom here we're gonna have like this like the name of the game. It's gonna be like name of the game here. You're gonna have like some big heads of the main Evo characters, the monsters or the bosses you're gonna fight, right? It's gonna have, I think it's gonna be a dragon, a goblin, vampire, and I think a slime boss. We have a list somewhere I was thinking of, but I haven't really thought of like a full set yet. There's going to be more focusing on these guys today. See how far we can get with that. He has armor piece. Let's see, do we have any reference for this? I think we could, for example, give him like a shoulder piece here. Him look a little bit more warrior-esque. Not quite sure how I will make this the armor piece in the middle. It'll come down a little bit, maybe. Perhaps. I'm looking at my initial sketches here of the warrior. It seems to either have a leather or a like plate kind of thing in the center here, and that's what I'm trying to put in here. I want that actually. Let's do like a shine on the side first, and then we'll come back to it. Proper details and stuff. Makes him look a little bit more warrior. Like the thing with this character, he has, at least on the warrior, he has these gloves. Need to do something with lighting at some point, but now we'll keep with this. And with these out of the way, the sketches, start to do a little bit more of a detailed look right now. Let's continue here first. And have another marker we can use. I don't like that. Maybe just use a very small brush. Right. Now, who do we start with? Guess we can start with the warrior first. About 10. I think I might have to like sort of bigger like panel, a little bit bigger screen. A little bit better, like better detail. Start here, why not? So now we're on the second detailed sketch layer. This is where details come in, right? It's going to be smaller lines, more details in there as well. I want to do some cross-hatching maybe. No. Not really, like I've been doing more cross-hatching lately, but like in terms of shadow and cross-hatching, but I'm not really super good at it, I find. But it's always fun to like use something like that. Why not? Why not, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doodling. See what I can make out of it. Button here that would make my my Cintiq turn off and turn into like a tablet, which I would use the other screen. I know Diva. I know you've been drawing a little bit as well lately. Saw some of the doodles you did for, I think it was some sketches for your like your emotes or something. Correct? I've been working on some updates for my emotes as well, but it's been a little bit, well, been a little bit in between. I'll probably remove this later. I'm just adding it now so I know where I'm gonna put some shadow in the later on. I know like this part here is gonna be like dark. This here might actually be dark as well. I'm trying to add like some kind of information here that I don't really tend to use that much on other stuff. Like trying something new, add like the blemishes and spots and information of where shadow lies. Because this is where like it's gonna be a crease here, I suppose, because there's gonna be like the knee is. I'm gonna remove this. I think it's not the right spot at all. So far we only have the pants. If it's a satch or sachet or whatever, a belt that's less of a belt, more of like a sash, right? What would that look like? Like this maybe? That should be in a knot somewhere, right? So what I've gathered so far is that when you're making like an outline, the outlines tend to be a little bit thicker, right? How would the shoes be? Like ninja shoes. You can find some ninja shoes. Don't focus on that too much. Do you want that? Like, do we want the soul on this? Shoe? Keep it to just the foot. I think that's going to be better. Make this look like some kind of bandage, like a piece of cloth that keeps your leg warm. Like if you see, like in terms of like all like Edo type samurai clothing, you'll see like they will have big warm like leg warmers, you would say, simplistic, because your shoes was very much just a leather kind of contraption, right? And they had like the leg warmer, and up here you had like this poofy kind of clothing that you would just wrap in on the bottom so that it wouldn't make a lot of sound, or you wouldn't get it into stuff. I see like kids nowadays, some kids used to do that when I was a teenager, would have put like their jeans or their track pants into their socks and stuff to do similar, just to not get it like wet or anything. This here, this part I'm making now, is going to be more of a like highlights for what it, like it makes a little bit of round tone down, I suppose. Make it feel like less, like make it feel more three-dimensional. Because in terms, this here will be the side, right? This will be the side. This will be maybe not that far up. This will be the side, and this will be the top. Make this like it, like 3D shape. Because we can't really box it in like that. We need to make something that makes it feel, feel three-dimensional, either with like outlines or folds or whatever. Make him feel like it looks like Goofy now. Not really what I wanted. If we would have taken this here, make it straight. think that would help a lot. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna flip it. Did we do a perspective? Are we working too much? I'm warping right now just to see what I can do with it. We might have to redo that. For now, we'll keep it. Because what I was thinking to make this here. Can we do that? Yeah, potentially. And make it more straightforward. That doesn't look right. Supposed to be more like this. What can I do to make it feel less? To make the foot feel more at ease like this. Still need to change this here a little bit. What I'm trying to rotate the foot a little bit right now. I'm trying to rotate it so it feels like it's instead of going two different directions, I wanted to go either a similar direction where it's going to be this way, where it feels like he's more leaning to the side a little bit more, because that might give him a little bit more of a hero stance, right? So in terms of like angler, he's going to be more like that. His arms coming out. It's more. It's called an action pose. It's called like line flow, perhaps. Still. Yeah, that feels a little bit more like it. Now we can still keep it quite like what we were thinking. To still come up with the angle. I'm trying to hide the heel on the same angle as the main part of the foot without making it feel too straight. Like he still has a heel, right? He will always have a heel. I'm trying to make it feel like it's actually there. Go with this, I suppose. Flatten this out a little bit. Toe space. So, although the big toe is going to be around here. Let's keep that for now. Continue. Still not super happy. Maybe a little bit of perspective will fix this. I don't want this to be floating. Still needs to look like he's standing on something, right? Could be better, could be worse. Now for the part that's going to be harder to do in terms of detail, right? I want to change this. I want to change this. Proper belt. Belt hoops coming up here. And I think here we're gonna Nah, I think I like the sashes more. I'm not good at drawing bells. I realize now. I need to have a belt. Warrior, right? So. Any ideas you guys think? Anything I could use? Rid of this for now and see what can we make in here. What can we make? You have this tabard coming out here. This tabard we kind of want to keep. Anything else in here we can, it's up for like discussion of what we want. So maybe we want like a big buckle, right? Big ass buckle. This big buckle, like have like stuff coming in. We can have like this bag, a satchel coming up in here. This will have like a dimensional feel to it. So we need to do this. Even shape, right? Just that. We'll just do this. A while since I've done any fantasy stuff like this, I suppose. Trying to make that a little bit smaller. I guess this is gonna be like just two buttons that you like roll pieces like leather string between. Studs, I suppose. To avoid what I'm usually do, I just make like small like I block them in with just full color. I need to have a little bit of a space in between, I suppose. I just do too much here, too much details. We don't need that right now. We're just still sketching in a little bit. Should have some kind of satchel right here, right? Maybe something bigger? Let's try something bigger. So. It's gonna be the side, right? It's gonna come up, so this is gonna be just halfway. It's gonna crouch over to the side, so this is gonna be halfway. And here you're gonna have buckle strap come in. Feels more like it, right? Not like that. Something similar, right? Feels like something, but it's still not good perspective-wise. That's a little bit more something, right? Let's go. I don't know, maybe just having one of these. Something's off. Also, around here. have like the end of the belt. Not super happy with it, but it's getting a little bit further along. I'm not gonna be fully happy. Just saying that straight out loud right now. I'm not gonna get fully happy with this, but it's gonna be at least something. Into the warrior and what he has on his chests. Do you want to still keep that like chest guard, or do you want to make it into something more like into the leather fighting style kind of thing? Could give him like a shoulder thing instead. See what we have in terms of example. I'm literally looking up references here on Pinterest in one of my Pinterest pins. There's all the references, like I'm not copying anything. It's just taken in terms of shape, and also they did this. They put a buckle here. That looks nice as a chest piece, or shoulder piece here, etc. And when you're starting out, I think, like for me at least, I'm not in a comfortable spot where I can just grab whatever and make it up myself, right? I need to have some kind of elements already. There you go, here comes some plate armor. See if I find anything with like less plate, more leather maybe? Dragon nail? What do you mean by dragon nail? Like, terms of like... Even this dragon nail? It's thinking of like Skyrim kind of stuff. Silly bit of oak tree. Trying to keep it a little bit less in terms of fantasy, something that makes sense, right? Having armor made of tree sounds very immobile. You can't really move around with it. Something similar to like this kind of style. This is more like a vampire hunter, right? I like that. It's a leather with like a padding to like not take the blunt force of like something sharp. I think with concept art, people making concept art nowadays, is that it's more about making like an illustrated piece, less than making something that people could use as a reference, because concept in its base form is not a draft. It's making something people can use. Just like, here's a blueprint of how to make something, right? It's not really it's not really it's an illustration people tend to make with like, here's a reference that people can use for. It's not really like, here's a reference piece people can use for like a character. It's more like, okay, here's here's some different clothing. So okay, we're gonna take this clothing and then afterward show how it's put together and how it's been used and so on. Sure, let's try something else here and remove this. Else. I think this the whole reason I remember back in uni I ended up watching Game of Thrones, right, when that first came out, and the only reason I actually started watching it, and like I know a lot of people that started watching it just because of the naughty bits in it, but for me it was like, no, I used it because that was the closest thing I can use to see how people would make armor, because I was very curious of how a shoulder guard would work, like where is it strapped on. Like usually when you see that on like illustrative drawings, you will think, oh yeah, it's already strapped on, just floating there, right? You don't see the hasps and the clasps underneath and how that works. And I ended up watching some behind the scenes of how they made them in like they made the costumes in Game of Thrones, and that kind of got me into watching the series to see like how they would put that on or how they would move around in it. Then I got dragged into the politics of the whole series. Sash is very small. Come on, pull up your pants. This is more like armor and so on. It's very high details, I'm not gonna lie, it's very nice to look at. I don't know if I would be able to make something as high detail though. Screw it. Let's actually just remove it. What's this? I don't need this cover. It's alright. I'm gonna get sick of belts. Trying to make this look fine. So for now, we're just gonna do this. Gonna do this for now and come back to it later. Idea now is to figure out how to make this work. What we could do is just make it leather, right? Just say clothing, right? More like a tunic coming in here. Drawing this for now. Well, that doesn't make sense. It should come from this side. I'm definitely not good at creating folds. Rid of this for now and make it a little bit simpler for me. Copy where it would be. Trying to figure out where the muscles will be. So when it comes to like the arms, it would always be like a S curve, a straight line. Always come right here. It would always come like S curve, straight line. Yeah, oval shape, straight up. Just in terms of muscles, it would be. Oops. Trying to figure out where stuff would actually be centered right now. Oh well. X would be up here, right? And this would be the muscles on the side, and that's the one we see right here. You don't see them on this side. It's gonna be muscle, muscle. This is the pectorals. Then you have like this, the muscle on the side will have a little bit more stuff here, and the most six pack would be here. Here. It's literally what I'm trying to do now, like make the emphasis of where that side is going to come. It's going to come a little bit further down than on this side. Too far down, maybe? Fine. Perhaps that's fine. It's not gonna be super muscly as shitty. It's a little bit better. Gonna be like a visor of a helmet. Then you have the here. And have like this massive here, because back in the day, like when you used to make here for like characters that small, you're gonna have like everything lies on the head being ginormous, right? So having like massive here that it's everywhere, it's gonna be like it's like a trademark for like pixel games. Trying to like get that that feeling back again. I'm like ginormous hair strands everywhere. Have this like ginormous hand coming up here. I think today we might actually have a shorter stream. We'll finish up like just the main sketch here, and then we're gonna have a break, make dinner. I'll be back again a little bit later playing a Skyward Sword. Also gonna have this ginormous sword, this warrior. Way bigger than he is. That's like width. Like in real terms, he probably wouldn't be able to carry it, but it's something. I think. Arm should be coming down here. This should come down a little bit further. At least a start, right? And I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. Have a little bit of a shorter stream right now, and come back in about an hour or something to play some Skyward Sword, play some video games actually, as per usual. So I'm gonna take this as a stop for now and see what else we can send you guys to. Is Zerg streaming right now? Yeah, Zerg is streaming, so we're gonna send you guys over to Zerg. I'm just gonna have some food, and then I'll be back in about an hour and a half to play some Skyward Sword. Thank you so much for watching for right now. This is more like being like just a chill stream for just to get some work done. I need to do this at some point. It's never going to be a full piece. I think it's just going to be a way for me to give to an artist to see kind of what I want. If else, I'll have to do it myself, and maybe someday will look good enough for what I want. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys shortly. Say hi to Zerg. Remember to give him all the emotes and spam and say hi. Bye bye for now. See you guys in a bit. Well, they've been at it. Oh, this is my stuff.
You walk. Why don't you walk normally? Can you walk like a normal person?
You die now. You die now. Ah! Got him. Ooh, wiping his ass, man. Ooh, what's this? A key. What's these? And a boss chest. The infinite sniff. What's this? Is this his eye? Found his eye. Does the eye need to go somewhere? Sniff of all sniffs.
Straight. What's up, little one? The hard smile.
What do we do now? What do we do now? I don't think this is what we're supposed. I don't think this is how we're supposed to do it. Oh.
Yeah, you strike me as a loser. I mean, loner. You're a loner.
Excuse me? Don't you look away from me? I'm not talking to you. Be like
Red
that.
button. Guess we have to press it, right?
No, I'm gonna press it. I don't need you.
That was disappointing.
Call me a loser and
Try it
shit.
again.
Why you try it?